As assistant manager of a fine dining restaurant, Yvette Raposo says she deals with all kinds of stressful situations every day.
But as Tom discovered firsthand, she also has a unique way of escaping that stress.
I'm a manager at a restaurant, and so I have to do a lot of delegating. I have to make sure that the customers are happy. That's one of our major focuses, as well as our employees, because productive employees are happy employees. So day in, day out, it is quite stressful, physically and mentally. Physically just because of the demand, serving tables, carrying heavy plates, and walking around 10 hours on your feet.
So you're dealing with staff, you're carrying all kinds of stuff around, and yet outside of what is that demanding job, you have found something that is probably more demanding on your body anyway, that is your hobby or your passion.
I'd say it's my passion, because to me it's not really, I don't find it that demanding. It's not hard for me to get out of bed in the morning and come to the boxing club and do what I do, which is boxing. I compete at the amateur level right now, and I'm 3-0, and I love what I do.
This is an unusual choice. I don't know very many people that when they think of boxing, they think of a woman boxer. So how is it that you developed an interest in this?
Actually, I've always been very physical. I've always been involved in activity growing up. I was always one of those kids, like a tomboy, I guess you would call it. And I've done actually a lot of different extreme sports. I've done ice climbing, I've done mountain biking, off-road mountain biking and stuff like that. So when I fell into boxing, it was just at a local club that I actually was working at about 3 years ago, and they offered boxing classes downstairs. They had a boxing ring and the whole bit and all the pictures up, and I walked in and I was just like, wow. So from the day I put those gloves on, I just loved it for the challenge of it and the intensity of it. A lot of people, they see boxing as just a brute sport where people just punch the living daylights out of each other, you know. The way I see it and the way they call it is the sweet science, which is a lot of mental preparation, a lot of thinking behind the punches. It's about the combinations and what will happen when you do this, what will come back at you, and so there's a lot of thinking involved. It's a lot more mental than people think. So in that respect, that's why I also love it, because it's very stimulating all around.
How much time would you spend in training every day?
Training every day is every minute, every day. I mean, physically and mentally, it's a lifestyle that I live, you know. It's because I work in a restaurant as well, there's a lot of temptations, there's a lot of distractions in the line of work that I do. For example, going out, you know, let's go, you know, we're going out, let's go to the bars or whatnot. So in that respect, it's kind of hard to stay focused. I shouldn't say hard, because I choose to stay focused. Inside the gym, I'm training 2 hours a day, 5 days a week minimum, and it's very high intensity, very, very intense. So that's as much as I want to do, because I also want to, my coach believes a lot in the recovery, in your recovery ability, and that's what helps you succeed and be progressive.
Since it isn't exactly, female anyway, a mainstream sport, how do you find others looking at you when you say, well, you know, I'm a boxer?
You know, it's amazing, I get a lot of different reactions. And I'm still the same person, you know, like, I'm still that little girl that was running around with dirty knees coming home, and my mom's like, oh, I'm still that little girl, and deep down inside, where I just love the physical activity of it. And people say to me, oh, pretty face like yours shouldn't be in the boxing ring, or, you know, well, why do you want to box for, or why do you want to do that? Well, because it's my passion. And so I get a lot of different reactions, yeah. But once I earn that respect and people see my tape, my fighting tape, or they come to my shows, then they start, oh, okay, now I understand, you know, they can see the fire in my eyes.
Do you worry about getting hurt?
I do, and I don't. I also, sometimes I feel like I have a little angel on my shoulder. It's amazing, I'm telling you. I don't really think about getting hurt.
Some might see boxing as a way to defend themselves. Certainly self-defense is a large issue in today's society, in today's metropolitan societies, being a woman even more so. I don't think you got involved with that in mind, as it being a defensive maneuver for you, but would you see that as an option for others to get into the sport?
Absolutely, absolutely. Men and women alike, old and young. I mean, it's just a great way to build your self-confidence. And when you have confidence, you walk taller, and people aren't as quick to take advantage of your vulnerability.
You've also attended a couple of universities. You work as a manager at a restaurant, but it seems that this is the driving force. Is this what's going to take you into the future? Where do you see yourself in the future?
I definitely want to be the best at what I do, no matter what I do. Right now it's boxing, so my mom always says, you know, "Yvette, you're so extreme." I am. I'm very extreme, and when I do something, and I'm going to go all out. I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. So I see a future, maybe the pros. I'm not going to scratch that off for sure. Something me and my coach are going to talk about.
You have certainly a lot of stamina, you have a lot of strength, you appear to have a lot of ambition. What would you say are your dreams?
First of all, to be happy and to earn respect that I've done what I do all my life through passion and through my desire and through my heart. So I want to share that with other people. I want to share that with people who are needy, people who are overweight. I want to help them lose weight. People who have low self-confidence, I want to help them gain confidence. And I want to educate people on fitness and how good it is. Really, it's just really easy to incorporate into your lifestyle.
One of your ambitions is to teach other people this sport. It's something I've always had an interest in. Do you think you could teach me a couple of things?
Absolutely.
You going to promise you're not going to hurt me?
I can't promise anything.
All right, let's go inside.
Okay, Tom, are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right-handed. Okay, you're going to stand in the orthodox position, which is left foot forward.
Okay.
Okay, your hands are up on defense, always.
Okay.
Protecting your chin, always.
Right.
I'm going to teach you the jab, okay?
Okay.
You can step into it, which is very important. That's where you get your power from. Step into it, and you're aiming for the focus pod.
Okay.
Good. You start to sweat a little bit there. Is that sweat I see?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Ooh, is it warm in here? Okay, I'm exhausted. So I don't know how you do this, but thank you so much
You're welcome.
for taking the time to be with us today, and the best of luck in all the future endeavors.
Thank you.
Tom, you look like a natural doing that. Have you done that before?
Never done it before, but you know what? It was a lot of fun, and I could see how she got hooked on it, because you're standing there, you're throwing punches at the guy, and he's saying, yeah, come on, hit harder, hit harder, hit harder, and he goes, oh, you're a natural, oh, you're so strong, and it's like, yeah, you feel good about yourself. So I can see what brought her back day after day. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you felt good.
I felt great.